In this video we're going to do a walkthrough of how to create and use and save custom tools. You'll notice right here on my tool menu that this icon's there. It's called Altitude. This is a tool I just constructed, and you can even, as you notice, give it instructions, so it tells you how to use the tool. So for example, if I have a triangle right here and I want to find the altitude, I just use my altitude tool and I click on 3 points. So maybe A, C, and B, it drops an altitude. A, B, and C, it drops another, and then C, B, and A, it drops another altitude. And we could even then, of course, find the orthocenter, because that's where the altitudes meet. So this is a custom tool, and they're really fun to create and really useful. So let's go over how to set that up. So I'll delete all this. And notice when I close Geogebra and then reopen it, what you'll see is that the custom tool is gone, and that's normal. So we'll talk about how to save that and make sure it works. So let's set this tool up together. The first thing I'm going to do is clear up the axes right here. I'm going to then create 2 points and a line. So I use my tool right there, points A and B. Now I'll create a new point C, anywhere, it doesn't really matter. I'll use my perpendicular tool. So I want to create a line perpendicular to AB through C. Oops. Do that again. Point C, perpendicular. So select the point and then the line, and there we go. Now I'm going to create a line segment after I set up the intersection here. So these two lines meet right there at point D, and now I'm ready to create my segment from C to D, and it's right here. I'm just going to change the color of that so it's easier to see. Oops, I don't want to do that. Make sure I have the right one. Segment C. Okay. So now this is set up actually to work. It's a tool and it'll work fine. It'll give you the altitude given 3 points. Let's just make sure that we upload this correctly. So how do we do this? Well, let's go to Tools, Create New Tool, and right away they want us to know select the objects in construction or choose from list. So what does this tool construct? Well, I want this tool to construct an altitude, which essentially is the segment C right here. And then I go to Next, Input Objects. Well, here it automatically selects points A, B, and C as the points that are required to generate the output, the segment. So I'll leave that the way it is. And next we go to the name and the icon. So the tool name will be altitude. The command name will be the same. Tool help, tell them what to do, or in order to make your tool work. So select 3 points. And you can have it show or not show in the toolbar. And I think it's fun, you can actually change the icon for your custom tool. We go to finish. And it'll tell you that it's worked. Great. So now we clear it off and test it out. Set up a triangle. And here's the tool right there. Select 3 points. Oh, I should have pluralized points, whatever. Select the 3 points and see if it works. And there it goes. It creates an altitude. Now, the thing is that you want to be able to save this tool for future use. So we go to Tools and Manage Tools to do this. So it sees that the tool that we just created, and we want to save it. So we have everything set up here, the icon. You want to save it as, obviously, a name that you would recognize. Altitude tool. And save it in a location that, obviously works for you. You should probably make a Geogebra folder. Notice it's in the .ggt format for Geogebra tools, as opposed to Geogebra demo or dynamic worksheet, or GGD file. We hit save, and it's all set up. Okay, great. Close that. Now when we close Geogebra, now all we have to do whenever we use Geogebra, if we want to access that tool, we open up Geogebra, we go to File, Open, and then you want to find the tool you just made, and there it is, altitudetool.ggt. Click Open, and then you have the tool up here and you can use it again. Alright, hope that helped.